I cannot think of another superhero movie, in recent memory especially, that's divided fans as much as this one has. And, yeah. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new movie review, and as always, I thank you all so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy your stay. And guys, we are getting right down to the wire in this Marvel Studios playlist, including this one, only 3 more to go. And this time around, we're looking at Captain Marvel, which was directed by the team of Boden and Fleck. And it, of course, stars Brie Larson as Carol Danvers / Captain Marvel, as well as a young CGI Nick Fury. Okay, the CGI there is pretty cool, I will admit. And Captain Marvel is an extraterrestrial Kree warrior who finds herself caught in the middle of an intergalactic battle between her people and the Skrulls. And living on Earth in 1995, she keeps having recurring memories of another life as US Air Force pilot Carol Danvers. And with the help of Nick Fury, of course, Captain Marvel tries to uncover the secrets of her past, while also harnessing her special superpowers to end the war with the evil Skrulls. And as per with all of this Marvel talk on my channel, this video will contain some mild to moderate spoilers. So, just in case you've never seen Captain Marvel before, you've been fairly warned. So before this movie came out back in 2019, I knew precisely 0 about this character. But from the synopsis and the look of this movie, this to me looked like Marvel's answer to Wonder Woman. You know, girl power, yeah, she goes and kicks a whole lot of ass. I'm all for that, but like I mentioned towards the beginning of this review, this movie has been pretty polarizing since its theatrical run. Some people love it, some people like it, some people find it extremely boring. I find myself somewhere in the middle. I don't think Captain Marvel is utterly heinous, but for MCU standards and what we're all used to, yeah, this is a pretty weak effort, sadly. Because, okay, let me just address the elephant in the room right off the bat. I think that there was a huge missed opportunity with Captain Marvel. Because just looking at this movie, there really are loads of neat, different ideas being thrown against the wall. But the movie chooses not to go the fun route in how it presents all of its narrative to us. Yeah, we do get all those fun sequences of Brie Larson walking through an abandoned blockbuster, which really hit me right there, deeply. Moment of silence for Blockbuster. But I feel like story-wise, this movie is so self-serious in everything it tries to do. Just imagine Top Gun for a second. Pretty fun movie from the 80s. But imagine instead of the fun movie you get here, you just get loads of melodrama thrown in between the action. And also imagine stripping Danger Zone away from Top Gun. Just imagine how sad you would be watching that. That's what this felt like, because the jokes are few and far between, and when they do pop up, they're at the most predictably opportune moments. The soundtrack choices are pretty good, but they're not god-tier Guardians of the Galaxy level. But you see what I'm getting at? This movie was set in the 90s. In theory, just because of that, this soundtrack should have been better than Guardians of the Galaxy's. But alas, yeah, it's not. These action sequences are all super cool, and they should have been among Marvel's best. But the movie is so choppy in its editing that I couldn't really make out what was happening half the time. And that's especially towards the first half of this film. There's a whole sequence on an LA train. On paper, I was like, yes, a train sequence. I think it could have seriously had the potential to be better than Spider-Man 2's train sequence, which, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, is truly saying something. But of course it doesn't, because the final edit, you really don't see much of anything. The only time that scene really does take a breath is the fact that it shows us one of Stan Lee's final cameos in this universe. Because for those of you keeping score at home, this was the first Marvel film that was released following his tragic death in 2018. God, that modified opening signature really does hit you in the feels. Another thing. This script addresses the fact that Carol can really only use her powers when she's angry. But then she has scenes with Nick Fury in a bar, and she can use her powers there, and she's surprisingly super calm about it. So this movie can be pretty inconsistent in its storytelling as well. And while I'm at it, Okay, let's just get to Brie Larson real quick, because this is actually starting to get into my positives with this film. I really don't think she was a bad choice to play Carol Danvers. She definitely looks the part, and she definitely had all the credentials to carry a Marvel film on her shoulders with her Oscar win and everything. And I completely understand as an actor what she was trying to do here. This version of Captain Marvel, to me, comes off very stone cold. Like, she doesn't really have to say very much, and if you cross her, she will kick your ass. But apparently that's not even remotely close to Captain Marvel's personality in the comics, and if you can't look past that, I totally understand you. I, for one, didn't find it half bad. Samuel L. Jackson, also as Nick Fury, was once again loads of fun to watch. The CGI to de-age him is stuff they tinkered with in brief sequences in Ant-Man and the Wasp, but here it's prevalent for a whole movie, and it is absolutely seamless technology. We're living in the future, guys. Bravo to everybody involved on the technical side of Captain Marvel, because this movie does look beautiful. Super colorful as well, which is a huge plus for me. All the performers are giving it their all. Ben Mendelsohn is creepy when he needs to be. Jude Law, also, just a masterclass actor. I do really respect the bait and switch involving Jude Law where he's revealed to be the villain and how they handled that reveal. But again, this is indicative of one of the movie's larger problems. I feel like we've all seen this story done better in other films. I mean, how many times in a comic book movie have you guys seen the student-teacher-hero-villain dynamic? It's done to death, guys. Batman Begins, Doctor Strange in this same universe, both I feel did the student-teacher dynamic better than this. All that said though, my favorite part of this movie, Lauren, you're gonna be very proud of me for this one. It's freaking Goose, okay? It's just impossible to hate Goose. Like, how could you look at this face and hate it? God damn it, Goose, pick a side. So with all that in mind, this is not the strongest MCU film out there, but it's not utter garbage like a lot of people claim it to be. If you guys love this one, great. I think it's okay. I'm giving Captain Marvel a C+. And also, as per tradition with all of these MCU projects, stay tuned for the mid and after credits sequences, because especially here, the mid credits plays right into Avengers Endgame. Which, funny I mentioned that, that's gonna be my next entry into this playlist. And that is a big honkin' entry at 3 hours. Can't wait to go back and revisit that one. So you guys have got that review to look forward to and much, much more. And be sure to let me know down in the comments, because these are all just my opinions about Captain Marvel. What do you guys think of it? Did you guys like it? Did you not? Is this your least favorite entry in the universe? Is it something else? Let's discuss all of your thoughts all down there. And of course, if you guys are enjoying this content, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. It is free. It would really, really help out this channel immensely. And if you guys click that notification bell also, you guys will be the first ones to know anytime a new upload hits the channel. And if you guys liked this video, also be sure to leave a thumbs up on your way out. That would be great. And as per, look out for more exciting content hitting this channel in terms of cinema and all things entertainment, discussing all of those things. I love what I do here, guys, and you guys are the best. You guys make it really, really enjoyable for me. Thank you all for your support of the channel up to this point. And with all that being said, back talk, commence.